All right, guys, happy Saturday. Got a very serious video here for you guys. I'm going to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. We got to talk about some injuries here, and I'm telling you, CMC is now done. I want to talk about this, guys. He's going on IR. This was just announced today, something I've been talking about since May, and it was announced today, and here we are, September 14th. So, guys, I know, it's week 2. I want everybody to relax for a second here, okay? Especially 16 rounders. You guys are sitting cool right now. I want to talk about some hot topics right now, including the CMC injury. And also, I want to make this video a chance for you guys to drop your starts and sits questions. I will try to get to as many as I possibly can, okay? I want to try to help as many people win their leagues. I know a lot of people are panicking. Not so much 16 rounders. I know we had a couple flops in week 1, including Zamir White, Keon Coleman, another guy who was a 9th round pick, not your first overall pick like CMC, but I want to talk about some quick things, okay? If you're new to the channel, guys, smash it, tap it, slap it, and drop your question below. Now, again, I will try to get to as many as I can. I want to help as many people as I can get ready for week 2. I want to get off to a good start here for Fantasy Football 2024. So drop your questions below. And if you guys want to guarantee your question be answered, make sure you guys do join the Patreon group, guys. Patreon.com/FF Counselor for direct Q&A. I leave posts in the group there, and I get to those questions for the people that are the generals, the highest tier in the Patreon group. Patreon.com/FF Counselor. Join below. Okay, guys, I'm going to talk about the CMC thing real quickly. Also, I want to make a quick announcement here to make sure you guys do join. Now, I'm getting into sports bets now. Make sure you guys do join the Counselor's Edge. I just launched this today, guys. I submit to you guys every single week in the group my optimal locks of the week at the spread, all the spreads picks, all the money line picks, and my top 5 prop bets for the week. So if you guys are on any of the platforms doing props, doing the over-unders in regards to players' passing yards, I give you guys my top 5 picks, and of course the money line and the spreads, money line and spreads, everything there for you guys. The Counselor's Edge, I've linked it below. Make sure you guys join that as well, that community. All right. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about Christian McCaffrey here. I don't want to make it a long video, guys. It is Saturday. Go out and enjoy your day. I just finished smashing a workout here, and I was doing some thinking here. Again, with Christian McCaffrey, this is not so much a pat on the back video. This is a harsh reality video, guys, okay? These guys giving advice, 99.9%. I don't even think I have a magazine here. I don't know where the magazine is because I just got one of the magazines for accountability. I should have brought this here on the video, but CMC was on the cover of all the magazines, all the rankings, every analyst. There's not one analyst out there, mainstream that is, that kind of came out and said, or top podcast that is, so-called, they came out and said, hey man, don't draft CMC. Now, there was a bunch of red flags. Let's talk about them real quick here. I know some people are upset if they drafted CMC. What do you do now? Now, for majority of you guys that follow this channel, that's why I told you guys subscribe, turn on the bell. Let me hit the thumbs up here. Smash it, tap it, slap it. For those guys that actually follow this channel, know not to draft CMC, and you have Jordan Mason on your team, right? Because I told you in 16 rounds, make sure you guys get Jordan Mason. If you guys watched the last mock draft and in the notes, I update the notes in 16 rounds. Anyway, that's done, not here nor there. But a lot of people are now, again, upset that Christian McCaffrey's down. But again, I want to tell you guys for future reference that there were flags. They say you can't predict injuries. Well, I did predict injuries. I'll tell you why. Off the cliff year. He's an older running back. That alone, okay, cool. Previous injury history. Okay, that's cool. Those are 2 flags. You're like, yeah, but whatever. Okay. And then he came off 2 pinnacle years. 2, not 1 or 2, but 2 pinnacle years. This guy was on borrowed time last year, right? And then all of a sudden, you got to consider, there's no way the 3rd year he could do it. Super Bowl hangover, right? Players, remember Cooper Kupp that year? I told you, avoid Cooper Kupp after his pinnacle year. I'm like, avoid him, right? Super Bowl hangover, old age, pinnacle years, previous injury history, recently got married, and contract hangover. Not to mention the Madden curse, getting on the Madden cover, the modeling, the attention, the lack of hunger. So there was a ton of red flags, not to mention the final one was way too expensive. First overall, and I was talking about a video, I looked at some of the videos. I said, if you give me Christian McCaffrey, I may consider him in the 9th round. And even still, I wouldn't have even drafted him, okay? But everybody was pushing this on you. So I want to have a chat with you guys in this video to tell you, you got to be aware of this stuff and that copy and paste rankings just don't work. And this is a prime example. And it's so funny because I went back and looked at some Instagram pages from some of these top influencers, so-called top influencers, the cookie cutter, because and no one's posting on Christian McCaffrey. They're not coming out and saying, hey, I'm sorry. We were sorry that we told you to draft Christian McCaffrey. First of all, we should have seen the red flags. This is what we do for a living. Right? There's no accountability in this industry. So again, I want to be the one to tell you guys the truth. But you got to think outside the box. You got to see these flags. Make sure you guys are following this channel, okay? I want to talk about some other news here. Again, Christian McCaffrey on IR, though. 4 weeks minimal. I think he's going to miss more time. Jordan Mason is a must start. Jordan Love was downgraded for questionable to doubtful week 2. He's going to be out for a while now. Don't expect him to be there for multiple weeks. I want to talk about that. What else there? I also want to talk, I think I just came across my news that AJ Brown is questionable for Monday Night Football. He's dealing with a hamstring injury. Be aware of that as well. Guys, again, if you guys are following this channel, make sure you guys turn on the bell. I do breaking news as it comes on the shorts here. That's why it's important to, hit the thumbs up. And of course, turn on those bells, okay? And where I really give you guys the news is in my story mode at Fantasy Football Counselor on Insta. Make sure you guys are following there, okay? So again, I really just wanted to talk a little bit about just situational awareness, right? Seeing things before they happen, not following the herd, not following the consensus that Ken Sheep says, because they will lead you astray. So now again, you're panicking. Let's say you do own CMC. What do? You can't get Mason now. There's no way. If you do, you got to pay an arm and a leg to get him. You're better off just holding on to CMC, put him on IR, hope he comes around at the end of the season as a league winner. But here's the thing, right? You got to be aware of this, that even if Christian McCaffrey does come back, and if Jordan Mason stays healthy, he's going to tear it up. It's going to be a committee. It's going to be like a 60-40 in regards to CMC if he does come back healthy. But I think they're doing the smart thing in regards to resting him, because if he comes back, he tears it, he's out for the season. But again, they're going to save CMC. And we had Shanahan talk about this back in June, and I posted about this. That was warning number 8, red flag number 8, where they were going to limit CMC anyway because they want to utilize him for the playoffs. So guys, there were so many red flags, and nobody was talking about them. They're just like, yeah, consensus, CMC first overall. And I had so many people DM me saying like they felt pressured to draft CMC first overall, and people were laughing at them in the league if they didn't do it. And some people actually caved under pressure and drafted CMC first overall after I explicitly told you not to do it, because you feel like your league's gonna laugh at you. Who cares? They're the Sheepsis. Guys, you gotta line up, right? You gotta line up, all right? So hit the thumbs up, smash the tap it, turn on the bell, and again, join the Counselor's Edge. I've linked it below for spreads, money line, and my picks of the week for props, and my locks of the week, my feel-good picks for the spread, guys. Everything delivered to you weekly on the Counselor's Edge, okay? And drop your question below. I'll try to get to as many as I can. And again, if you want your question guaranteed to be answered, you get direct access to me on the only place is patreon.com/FFCounselor. Join the front lines there. Guys, I'm telling you, man, turn on the bell. You don't want to miss anything. Of course, follow on Instagram for the news and notes in my story mode, all right? So CMC, if you got him, I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for you because I warned you. And you got to start thinking outside the box. Consensus rankings are done. Rankings are finished. This is the year to show it. I will not stand around here and let you guys be lied to every single year, okay, guys? Turn on the bell. Let's grow this community stronger, and let's laugh at those CMC owners. You know what I mean? Because they just followed the herd. I'll see you guys next video. Have a great weekend. We'll talk soon. I'm out.